What the hell, man? Poisonous substances with a drone? That crap's scary. Boy, it's almost freaking just can't even turn the news on without getting freaked out anymore, you know? Good God. So, yeah, be prepared. You never know when crap's going to hit the fan, man. Putin's going to go nuts or whatever. So let's get back to what we can do about it. Things that we can control, right? And I want you guys to know that I really like this radio. I've done a several part series on it, and this is the summary on it. It's going to be quick. I'm just going to tell you guys this thing absolutely rocks. If you watch my series, you can tell that I struggled through the whole thing. At least getting to know this radio and getting to learn it. It's just like any challenge, you know, you just don't quit and you keep pressing forward. And it sounds silly because it's just a HT, but sometimes things click with you, sometimes they don't. And it took me a long time to get to figure this out and really grasp the whole thing. But I'm going to say that this radio is more versatile than any radio I have, just because of the scan groups and the frequency ranges it has. And so the scan groups I really like a lot. I wrote a couple things down, but I'm just going to kind of wing it here, to be honest with you. Ease of use for this thing. Once you learn it, it's absolutely easy to use. You just got to stick with it. And just like anything worth something, you know, you got to stick with it and figure it out. But once you do, once you learn the menus and you figure out, like I said in the scan group videos, once you lay out your frequencies that you want and you organize them, all you got to do is go in here and change scan group and then press scan, and then that's where you're at, you know. The cool thing is too, this thing, I don't know if I talked about this. This thing has an upper and lower. I don't know if this is going to work. Maybe this is a dumb idea, but you guys have seen this many times. So it has an upper and lower band. See, the top one says main, the bottom one is secondary frequency. Well, you can scan both of the bands, both of the areas at the same time. I know that's probably a lot for some people, but just for example, it doesn't have to be a lot. Say you're just scanning EMS fire for whatever. That doesn't, the radio's not just going off, maybe depending where you are, but where I'm at, it's pretty few and far between. But you know, it's kind of cool to catch something when it hits, you know, the frequency, say it's ambulance or fire in your area. And then the top frequency you can have, or the top area, you can have your local repeaters or whatever in there, your main repeaters. And then you also have a priority channel. And all of them scanning, you're not going to miss much with this thing. It's extremely versatile. And all you got to do is press menu. And once, yeah, I'm even learning the menus. Menu 49 is scan group, and then you just push menu, and then you use the up and down arrows to choose which scan group you want, or you can scan all of them. So it's really versatile, extremely versatile. Functionality is incredible in this thing. Programming, so it's going to sound silly, but I went over this a little bit in my first video. I did not buy the cable, the programming cable. I thought I was going to be able to do this from the front panel, and it's not reality. Get the programming cable, use Chirp or the program. I use Chirp or the programming software they give you. I don't have any experience with that, but Chirp works fine. But when you go use Chirp, use the red cable, and then Chirp has a Wouxun KG-UV9D. It doesn't have a something that says mate, but the D will work. The UV9D. This is an upgraded version of that radio, so that will work in Chirp, and then you can use it that way. And once I got into Chirp, things started to make sense, and then I had that kind of light bulb comes on, how the scan groups work and all that stuff. Or you can just treat it like your traditional radio and scan everything all in one, so you don't have that many frequencies. You can use it for that too. Just scan it as one huge bank, memory bank. 999 channels, which is really good. I still have 3 or 4 banks, at least 3 banks open on this thing. So features, it's really good. I like the programmable buttons on the side. I like the extra goodies it has in there. The FM radio, you can program weather. NOAA weather is one of my scan groups. It doesn't have one push button or anything like that, but it's all in there. You just got to program it. And then the PTT, I'm not a fan of how it just feels a little flimsy, but I've used this quite a bit already, and I think it's fine. It's just the way it's made. It moves a little bit, but it's a good, I'm gonna shut this off, but it's a good solid click, and it doesn't feel like it's gonna break. It just moves a little bit, and I think that's just how the mechanism is in there. I like the buttons on there are solid. It's backlit. The buttons are backlit. That's kind of cool. The screen options. The screen is good. I've seen some people say they can't see the screen. Just turn it up on high on the brightest setting, and I haven't had any problem seeing it in the daytime. And then you have lots of options for dimming. The repeater, the repeater dual crossband repeat is what I'm trying to say. The crossband repeat is legit on this thing. I'd like to do some tests on it. I will one of these days when I get a partner to help me out. But that's cool. That is really cool. You can use it as kind of a scanner, but it's not very fast scanning. It's good compared to other radios, other ham radio scanning. Performance is excellent on this thing, you guys. I've had many good audio reports even today. I was just checking into a net. Probably the repeater is probably 15 miles from me, and I was on, let's see here, it'll tell me what power it was. No, I was on low power, and I did fine. I had good reports. It goes up to 10 watts. I checked in on a net inside my car on a repeater. It was 23 miles away. Had good audio reports. The battery life is excellent. You can set it up to last a long time with the screen dimming and all that stuff. And if you use low power settings and stuff like that, it lasts me a long time, several days. In fact, you could probably get more than several days, 3 or 4 days, if you manage it well. But I don't think you're going to get that long just leaving it on with the I think you'll get maybe 1 full day, maybe a little bit more out of it if you leave it on high, always on, the screen always on, and then use it. Maybe a little bit more, but yeah, that burns it up pretty quick. But let's see here. Did I write anything I don't like? It's good. Receive. Okay, so receive is sensitive. It's good receive. I compared it side by side with the UV5R and I was up in some remote section in the mountains, and the receive on this, I tuned in a NOAA station and I compared it to a UV5R, and the UV5R picked it up, but it was very scratchy. This was much clearer on receive, so the sensitivity is better than you know, good. It's good. It's at least as good. I've compared it to my my Linko and my Anytone 878, and I think it's just as good. Transmit, I get good signal reports, and it's good audio, good sounding audio. Audio quality is good. Microphone's good. The speaker is good, and it's loud. It's loud enough. I usually have it up in the car if I'm traveling. I'll have it up on full, just so I can kind of hear what's going on. But it's loud enough. So build quality, it feels good. I like it. The clip strong. The plastic is good quality plastic. That's pretty good. No complaints at all. It feels like a good quality radio. I did write a couple things I didn't like down, but let's see here. Where do those go? You guys. All right, here we go. So, yeah, so this is when these are comments I wrote down about my first video about that time, and I was struggling a little bit, and I says, you forget which group you're on scanning. That's true, but you'll get used to that if you figure out, just like using it, you'll learn it and remember, and you can name your groups in here, but as you're scanning, it doesn't say which group it is, but when you go in and choose which group, it'll give you you can see what the name of it is, and then just got to remember what it is. My biggest complaint about this thing is the goofy way the FM radio, you access the FM radio. It's just, I mean, you just turn it on by the side, yes, but in order to change the channel, you have to push that, and then you got other buttons you got to push. I just don't like that. But that's really a minor thing. I don't use this for FM radio. It's just a secondary function, you know. So yeah, FM radio is ridiculous in this thing. Originally, I thought it was overpriced a little bit because I didn't really completely understand what you got. This thing is very versatile. You can put just about any frequencies you want in there. It's a ham radio. You got to be licensed to use these frequencies, but you can put in other frequencies. You can wideband this thing too. I'm not going to go into that, but as a ham radio operator, you can experiment, and like my Yaesu's widebanded and all that stuff. You just got to remember you don't transmit illegally on other frequencies, but you can listen. And I like the fact that you can put in all kinds of different frequencies in this thing. And, you know, you got some good information out there you can gather. Doesn't matter what it is, you know, wherever it's from. And you got AM band in this thing. The only thing that probably could really make this better, and I'm going to tell you just my experience before I do that. You're going to see some reviews on there. People are saying the radio quit on me. I don't know. I've never had any glitch out type issues with this thing. I programmed it like a dozen times back and forth, back to back into chirp and all that stuff. You know, it hasn't even been an issue. I haven't had any of that problem. So there are some reviews out there that aren't that great, but I would give this thing 4.5 stars. I really would. 4.5 out of 5, just because the versatility. I don't like the programming initially, but like I said, you can learn it in chirp much quicker, and use the scanning groups and get organized before you go in there and figure out what you want. But if this thing was waterproof, that would be just the ultimate. It really would. And for, I know it's you know, $160 and the for the radio, just the radio itself. But what I wanted to show you guys, and my surprise is that I'm actually going to do another video because I'm already at 13 minutes on this one. But I wanted to show you guys I actually got to pause this because it's out of my reach. Be right back. Okay, but I said I was going to do a review, a quick summary. 4.5 out of 5 stars, you guys. I'm real picky on stuff. I really am. I don't want garbage. And I do have Bowfangs, but they're for like the back of my truck behind my seat. But here's the surprise, you guys. Check this thing out. This is the limited edition anniversary kit of the Wouxun KG-UV9D mate. I'm not going to open it here, but I'm going to do a full unboxing video right after this. So check it out and let me know what you guys think. I hope you enjoyed the series. And if you have any questions or whatever, leave comments. I'll try and answer them. But the radio is good. It's legit. It's going in a comms bag scenario for me. And with all the goodies that are in here, it's going to be a perfect situation for that. All the charging options and all that stuff. But I'm going to go into that in the unboxing video. So I don't really do unboxing videos, but I'm starting to like doing that more just because, I mean, look at this thing. It's crazy. Gee whiz. What are they thinking? It's huge. There's a lot of stuff in here, you guys. So anyhow, we're going to get to the unboxing right away. Thanks for watching, and I hope you like it. Please subscribe, and I really appreciate it. I'm on Instagram, Northman Project. I do some stuff over there if you guys want to follow me there. But if you like the video, please like and subscribe. And 7-3, we'll catch you on the next one. Have a good one.